Alright, yo, what is up YouTube? I'm back with a brand new video. In today's video, I'm going to help you guys become a better shooter in NBA 2K19. Fix your jump shot. So let's get into it. First thing you guys are going to want to do is put on my jump shot, which you can find in my jump shot video, or I will just tell you now. The base is a jump shot, base 11, release 1 is Rudy Gay, and release 2 is LaMarcus Aldridge, and then blend the speed to 35-65, and then your jump shot will be a little like this. So the first couple things you have to understand about your jump shot, because also with my jump shot I forgot to include the speed is 2/3, so it's just take down one speed. So there's like a couple different types of shooting. There's like shooting by yourself like this. There's also catch and shoot, so when someone passes you the ball and you catch it. There's off dribble, and you just need to be able to time your jump shot either way, off dribble or either way. But what you guys should do is understand your range. So you see the shot meter under my player, right? That's green right there. You could look at that. I know that does help, but personally for me to know the timing of my jump shot, I don't know why, I just look in the middle, and like I just look at the back of my guy's chest, and that lets me know. But see how the bar is fully right now, and then as I move back it gets smaller and smaller. From here it's gonna be super hard to shoot, but when I get closer it's easier, see? And that'll go in. It's just like you have to understand your range, because if you're just shooting and your bar looks like this, you're not going to be making it most of the time. Like, you'll probably be breaking. And also, don't be shooting fades when you don't have takeover. You're not really going to make them until you get like 99 overall, because then you get that goal difficult shot, so you can do it kind of consistently. And then there's also pull-ups like that. You also got to remember there's gather shots. I could do one again, or there's also one of those that's kind of a fade. Those ones won't really go in too much. And then there's also shooting from the corner, which is a little different. Let me just screen it for you guys real quick. Big whites, but I haven't played on this guy for a long time. So you guys need to understand your range, and once you understand your range, that'll just help you become a better stretch in general. But you guys also have to know if you're like where you're shooting, if that makes sense. So if it's going to be a contested shot, if it's going to be open, wide open, lightly, heavily, smothered. If you're shooting smothered, that's probably not going to go in. Heavily contested might go in, because right now heavily contested shots are going in. Or maybe it's not for you guys, but that's been happening to me. I don't know why, but that's one of the steps you guys need to do. And also with your build, if you're like a stretch or sharp, or it doesn't matter what build you are. Like, I'm a stretch. I don't always have to be shooting from 3. Like, I could just like hezzy and then go in and then just do a dunk or a layup. You don't always have to shoot. Just because you're a primary shooter doesn't mean you should always just go in and just doesn't mean you should always shoot. You can always go for layups and everything. And also another benefit to turning on your bottom meter is, you see that shot right there? It looked like a full bar, right? Let me show you one more time. Watch this shot. Okay, that one was green. But if I shoot again, it looks like a full bar, right? But then you slow it down, you look at the bottom meter, and you see how much gap there is. Because this year, with that shot meter, you can't really tell the difference. And you can see a gap bigger on the bottom bar, because it's bigger. Like, look at there. Okay, that one was also green. I can't stop shooting greens. It's hard to shoot a white for you guys to show you. even though I'm going 17 for 29, but let's not talk about that. Like right there, everyone's been complaining in 2K all year for the past 4 or 5 months, however long it's been out, complaining about how they're getting full bars, but it's not going in. What do I do? Turn on that bottom meter, guys. I can't stress it enough. You turn on that bottom meter, will just help you a lot more. Like, look at that. Look at the big bar on the bottom shows more of, like, it has good feedback. Like right there, it was like a sliver in between. So that was a good release right there. And then also knowing how to time your jump shot. Either it's looking at the feet, like maybe when they click together, like that one kind of clicks together, or maybe Larry Bird, his jump shot goes over his head, and then maybe when it goes back on his head, comes back while it's coming back, maybe you release. Maybe that's how you time your jump shot. Everyone has their own different ways of timing their jump shot, whether it's looking at either parts of the body. It's up to them. I personally look at the back of my player to time my jump shot, or the waist. Doesn't really matter. And then also, this one is big. Badges. Badges this year, oh my gosh, you need badges. Like, if you're complaining about missing shots and you're a brand new stretch with no badges, you're like a fresh shoe out of the box, you're not going to be hitting any shots. But if you have your badges, you're like a pair of Jordans. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but since I have goal limitless range, I can hit shots more. And since I have goal limitless range, my bar is pretty big right here. If I didn't, then this bar right here would be probably the bar for like right here. But since I have that goal limitless range, it's not as small, and so I'll hit my shots better. And also, catch and shoot is also a big one, because catch and shoot is there's a lot of different ways you can catch the ball. Like, if you catch the ball off dimer, I don't know how to explain it, but there's like different ways you'll catch it, if that makes any sense. Like, sometimes you'll catch it as a gather, and sometimes you won't, but it's up to, or you'll just catch it normally. You have to know how you're going to catch it. And if you try on this jump shot that I'm using, give it a couple games, and then if you don't like it, then you don't like it. But don't just give it one game and then already move on to another jump shot. Like, you're not going to get good with any jump shot if that's what you do. If every time you have a jump shot, you have to get to know the jump shot. I know that sounds weird, but you have to play with it for a while and know the release timing, how fast it is. Like, because if I'm a player that uses fast jump shots and I'm used to fast ones, I might shoot like that. Like, I might shoot really bad and it'll just be a bounce back. Or maybe it'll even be like that, half bar. I don't know how that went in, but it went in. Or maybe like that, like a lagger or something. Alright, shooting a shot like this won't go in as often as a shot if you're shooting from the perimeter, like a couple inches before the line. But if you're shooting from like 4 feet behind the line, there's a massive difference as if your shot will go in or not. And guys, if you want to master your jump shot, all I could say is just shoot, because you'll understand. Because if you like keep shooting over and over again, say you keep shooting from here, and then you're in the park, you're pulling from there, and you're missing a lot, then you probably shouldn't pull from there. You shooting just tells you what you can pull and what you can hit. Like, if I'm pulling from here and I'm missing a lot, then I probably wouldn't pull that in a park game, unless I probably had takeover. But if I don't, I'm not going to shoot that. But if I'm shooting really, really good from here, I'm going to pull that shot all the time. Like, it's going to be green just like that most of the time. Unless I'm delayed or anything like that. And then faders, if I'm not hitting them a lot, I'm not going to be shooting them. Unless I'm in takeover, but still. I wouldn't really shoot because with this jump shot, it's hard to get greens. And as I say that, I get a green. But it's harder to get greens when you're fading with this jump shot, in my opinion. I might move on from this jump shot because it is pretty slow. Like, look at this. Like, your guy freezes midair and then he lets go of it. But it's your preference. I'm going to try to test more jump shots that I like. I did find one, but I don't know if it'll be good on a stretch. I use it on my sharpshooting playmaker, which I am grinding right now. And I will be coming out with videos for him. Also, a collab video will probably be coming sometime this week, so stay tuned for that. And also, I've noticed most of the people watching my videos aren't subscribed, so if you guys could do me a big favor and hit that sub button, that'd be very much appreciated. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.